I will turn things over to Amy and Mel.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's good to be here, and we're excited to give you a little overview of the housing program. Again, my name is Steve Scher, and before we get into some of the various housing programs, one thing I just wanted to share pretty quick. I've got a few slides here that go over some new customer service offerings that we have here at City Hall and the Health Department. It's the new kiosks point of use terminals here, both at City Hall and the Health Department. As part of an outreach to get more people involved and improve service, customer service, and automate some of our processes, we've installed 2 new kiosks here at City Hall and 1 at the Health Department. The purpose being improved customer service with some commonly asked questions that we get within our customer service center, and to also help provide not only housing services, but other services such as links to the Health Department and the virtual City Hall. So again, the whole purpose is for streamlining the service aspect of the housing voucher program. But again, also you could also pay city citations, buy a pet license, pay for parking permits. It's also a web-based system that offers access to common questions on how to apply for a building permit, WIC, the senior center, or even finding out some basic property information. So again, they're located, 2 of them are at City Hall in the Customer Service Center, 1's at the Health Department, and they feature on the right here, you can see the picture of it. We just follow along. Is the touchscreen monitor. There's a keyboard, a printer, a scanner, a signature pad, a camera, as well as speakers. And then just looking at the main menu, it's touchscreen based, a 22-inch monitor on the systems. And you can see the 3 main choices. When you touch the screen, there's the housing voucher, as well as different menu options underneath each one of those. The Health Department services, the city services, and there's other quick links down below that offer additional options. And those quick links are just, it may be hard to see this image here, but the quick links are things such as like available rentals, different city forms, access to My City Hall, child support info, emergency housing assistance, privately owned affordable housing, different city events, housing rehab, and the Women, Infant, and Children WIC program. Just taking a closer look, if you press the screen on housing voucher choice, what you get is on the right-hand side of the screen here, you get a closer look at the different options that exist after clicking the image on the left. What you get is the menu items on the right, where you can recertify yourself for the housing programs. There's different waiting list statuses, a landlord portal. Actually, this is a Protol, but it's not without some bugs that we're working through with the vendor to get corrected. But it is an exciting tool, and just some of the Health Department services for birth and death certificates, scheduling an appointment, immunization clinics, as well as information on our senior center. And the different city services as well, like we had talked about before, about paying for parking permits and requesting overnight parking availability, paying for a water bill, different employment options, paying for a citation. And then down below, the quick links. So that's just a real quick overview. I'll turn it over to Amy right now, and she's going to get into some of the down payment and closing cost assistance that's offered through the housing office.
Hi everyone, I am Amy Marino. I'm the housing navigator. So to kick it off, I'll talk about the Home Buyers Loan Program. If you're in need of assistance with down payment and closing costs, this could be the program for you. It can offer a loan of up to $5,000 at 0% interest. Monthly payments are only $40, and you do not have to begin making payments until 3 months after your loan has closed. Qualified applicants must be purchasing a property that is located in the city of West Allis. You have to agree to use this property as your principal residence for 5 years. You must already be pre-qualified for a mortgage and have an accepted offer on the property. You must also have a credit score of at least 600 or higher. You have to complete a HUD certified homebuyer counseling course. And then your household income also has to meet the income limits. So on the next page here, we have the chart of the household income limits. It is based off of your household size. So you simply look up your household size on the left-hand side of the column, make sure that your annual household income does not exceed that limit that's listed on the right. And then your income, you'd qualify with your income limits. Eligible properties, single-family dwellings and duplexes located in West Allis. Single-family appraisal cannot exceed 209,000, and then for duplexes, it cannot exceed 268,000. If you are interested in applying, we do have applications available on the city website. So if you go to the City of West Allis and then the Housing Department, on the left-hand side, you would simply click Homebuyer Loan Program. There is a fillable PDF that you can fill out and submit right online. You can also complete the application on one of the kiosks that Steve just mentioned before. We do ask that if you apply for this loan, that you apply at least 3 weeks prior to closing.
Next up, we have the Rehab Loan Program. You can use that West Allis residents. You have to be a West Allis resident, but you can use it for interior and exterior improvements. You can borrow up to $40,000, and your interest rate will be anywhere from 0 to 2.5% based on total household income. The term of the loan is up to 15 years with a payment as low as $30. Senior citizens and disabled individuals that meet certain criteria, repayment can be deferred until the property is sold. If there are any code violations on the property, those need to be taken care of first before any other improvements could be done. Next slide. These are the income limits that would determine the interest rate for the household. Next. And then some of the eligible repairs are roofing, siding, gutters. Windows are a big one. You can do your porches, plumbing and electrical, basement repairs. On this one, they did a porch and windows. The next one. Here again, they did windows and siding. Oh, sorry. This one. And then here they did the porch and windows. Again, windows and siding makes a big difference on the house. Yeah. And for this one, you can apply online on the city's website. Under the housing department, you'll find the rehab loan. And again, this one too, you can apply on the kiosk.
Okay, next we have the Tax Incremental District 7 loan, which we refer to as our TID 7 loan. This is for residential rehabilitation assistance as well. For this loan, you have to have an owner-occupied home located in the shaded area of the map and have at least a credit score of 600 or higher to apply. Income limits do not apply to this loan. The max loan amount is $25,000. Interest rate is only 2.5%. And you have to be owner occupied for the duration of the loan. And then on the next one, we have, next slide. The Tax Incremental District 11, which we refer to as our TID 11. So same thing applies for this loan. You have to be within the shaded area located on the map. So this area, it looks like it's mainly around the area of State Fair Park. Income limits do not apply. You just have to own a home within that area, occupy that home throughout the duration of the loan, and have a credit score of 600 or higher. Again, the max loan amount is $25,000, low interest rate of 2.5%. With these loans, some of the eligible repairs that you can make to your home are mainly exterior. So if you want to go ahead to the next slide. So if you're looking to redo your siding, windows, paint your home, let's say you need garage repair or demolition, or perhaps even new construction of your garage, this would be a loan that you could apply for. To apply for this loan, again, city website, the applications are located there, and you can also apply at the kiosks.
For all the loan programs, we have a list of contractors available on the city's website. They are not recommendations, but they are all contractors that have done work with the city before. And for all of the loans, you need to get 3 estimates. You can choose your contractor, but you do have to get 3 estimates for each thing that you'll be doing. Okay. So next up is the housing programs with the Housing Choice Voucher Program. It's our Section 8 rent assistance. It's designed to help low-income households pay a portion of their rent, aiding them to become self-sufficient. Qualifications for the program are based on total household gross income. In general, the family's income cannot exceed 50% of the median income for the county. And then participants pay approximately 30% of their gross household income towards rent and utilities. Currently, the Housing Authority is assisting 274 families in the Housing Choice Voucher Program, 140 in the HUD VA program, and 100 households in the Beloit Road Senior Apartments. Once we issue a voucher to participants, they go out and search for a unit based on the bedroom size of their household, and then within the payment standards. Our payment standards are 110% of the current fair market rent for the area. The rent and utilities together are what gives the gross rent, and the tenant's rent should be at or below the payment standard to meet affordability. The gross rent is the sum of the rent to the owner plus an allowance for tenant paid utilities. And then we call that the utility allowance, which is added to the rent. We use the utility allowance in the calculations of the gross rent if the family is required to pay utilities or supply the unit's range, microwave, or refrigerator. For the Housing Choice Voucher Program, we will have an open enrollment April 28th and 29th. It will be an online only enrollment, but we will have kiosks available, and we'll also have assistance for people who don't know how to use the computer and can't navigate it. We will have assistance here at City Hall from 11:30 to 7 on both of those days. Otherwise, if you go to the city's website in the housing department, there'll be a direct link to the online application starting on April 28th. To apply, you need to know the date of birth and the social security number of all household members. You need to know your household income and assets. And then it will be done, people will be placed on the waiting list by lottery, and 800 people will be placed on the waiting list. And they have the ability to check whether or not you are chosen on the website, the waitlistcheck.com, the same one that you are going to fill the application out on. Once you're on the waiting list, if you were selected, you'll be sorted by preferences from the application, and there will be a preference for veterans, disabled individuals, seniors. This year there will be a preference for West Allis residents, and then homelessness.
So landlord participation in our housing choice voucher program is essential. We are always looking for new landlords to welcome to our program. The benefits of landlords participating in the housing choice voucher program is that they are guaranteed rent deposits on the first business day of each month. Those deposits are direct deposit. You simply complete 2 forms and then direct deposit would be set up. Increased stability and demand for rental units. So we keep a listing of available units on our city website that our participants can access to look for a unit. And then as part of the program requirements, we do conduct annual inspections to ensure that the tenant is properly maintaining the unit, making sure that safe and healthy living conditions are being met. And then it's easy for landlords to participate. If you are interested in participating in the program and you own a home in the city of West Allis, we first ask that you list your units. So to do that, you can either contact us directly at housing, or you can visit the city website and you can fill out the form that's shown here. Fill in your information about the unit that you have available, submit it. We'll receive that information and add that to our listing that we keep available for the participants. What would happen next if a participant they see your unit, they're interested, they would reach out to you. Between the 2 of you, you would go ahead and set up a viewing of your unit. If the participant is interested in moving into your unit, they'll present you with a set of forms that you have to fill out. It's 3 forms. It probably wouldn't take you more than 5 minutes to fill out. They'll then return those to us, and then we have to do a check and make sure that this unit would be affordable for them. So once we determine that it is affordable, we would reach out to you and we would conduct a new unit inspection. During the new unit inspection, we're making sure that housing quality standards are being met. It's safe and healthy living conditions for our participant and their family. So we're checking to make sure, for instance, there are no broken windows, there are working smoke detectors in the home, no leaky pipes, stove and refrigerator are working, covers are on the electrical outlets, things of that sort. Once it passes the inspection, then we give you the okay, you sign the lease with the participant, and then you're a part of the program.
So another program that we offer here is senior housing. The Beloit Road senior apartments that are located on 76th and Beloit Road are for seniors aged 62 and older. There is a nice video tour of the units on the city's website. So if you want to take a look at that. The units include 1 bedroom and a den, all appliances, and access to a washer and dryer for each unit. The current rent for units at Beloit Road is $700, but participants only pay 30% of their adjusted gross income towards the rent and utilities. Income limits for this participation in this program is for 1-person household, it's $39,350, and for a 2-person household, it's $33,550. We currently have 100 households there. There is a wait list for Beloit Road, but it's always open, so you can apply anytime. That could change in the future. So if you're interested, you might want to get on that list. It's you can apply for the wait list right from the city's website or at the kiosks. And approximately right now, the wait time is about 12 to 18 months for Beloit Road.
Another program that we have in housing is the Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing, also known as VASH. So the HUD VASH program combines HUD's Housing Choice Voucher Rental Assistance Program for homeless veterans with case management and clinical services provided by the Department of Veteran Affairs, the VA. So currently we are assisting 140 veterans. Veterans who are homeless or at risk of homelessness should contact Help for Homeless Veterans. The contact information is listed on the screen. The phone number and the website as well. We do not maintain a wait list for the HUD VA program, but we instead receive direct referrals from the VA.
The Family Self-Sufficiency Program is a new program that we're very excited to start here. It works in conjunction with the Housing Choice Voucher Program. It will help assist families and individuals in becoming self-sufficient. We'll offer support and supportive services for that. So if a family has a barrier to full-time employment because of childcare or health services, we'll make referrals to those. If you just simply need help filling out applications or a resume, we can help with that. Families typically sign a 5-year contract for services. And as their income goes up and their rent portion increases, that money goes into an escrow account for them so that they can, at the end of the 5-year contract, perhaps take that escrow money and purchase their own home or a car or a trip. There's no downside to the Family Self-Sufficiency Program for our Housing Choice Voucher participants. So we're very excited about that one. Look for that to come on our website in the coming months.
So fair housing, equal opportunity for all. All persons shall have an equal opportunity for housing regardless of sex, race, color, sexual orientation, disability, religion, national origin, marital status, family status, lawful source of income, age, or ancestry. There are some circumstances that are exempt or excluded from being defined as housing discrimination, such as if housing is primarily intended for an older person and you have to meet that age requirement. Let's say you have to be 62 or older, and you apply and you are not of that age, that is not considered discrimination. If you need to file a housing discrimination complaint, there are 3 levels of government in which you could do so. Locally, you could do it with the City of West Allis Fair Housing Board. State, you would contact the Wisconsin Department of Consumer Protection, the Equal Rights Division, or federal, which is with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, also known as HUD.
So that's all we have for this evening on our programs. All the links that we talked about are here on the screen. If you have other questions or comments, you can always contact the housing department directly, or you can email us from the website.
Thank you. We have a few questions in our chat. The first is regarding a household for these various programs. We talk about your household income limits or the households qualifying. What is a household? And do I count my roommate is the question we have in chat.
So a household is anyone living in that house at the time of application. It's for our Housing Choice Voucher Program, your household is established at time of application. For the loan programs, it's typically the same. And all household income for anyone over the age of 18 is included. Earned income for people under 18 is not included.
Thank you. Another question, what is the income limit for the Section 8 voucher program?
That's a great question. So it depends on the family size. So for a 1-person family right now, the income limit is $29,350. For 2-person household, it's $33,550. And those numbers are on the city's website, and they just go up incrementally by the number of people in the household.
Thank you. If there are any more questions, now's the time to please drop them into the chat. Just a few reminders that we will be sending out a follow-up email in a few days to all attendees so we can get some feedback about today's webinar. You can also contact us at any time through these links that Amy and Mel and Steve have shared to our city website, or contact us at City Hall for assistance. Seeing no other questions in the chat, we will end tonight's presentation. We'll be sharing this on YouTube in the next couple of days as well. So if there's anything you missed, you can visit our YouTube channel to revisit this webinar and get that information. Oh, one more question has come in. How often is a Section 8 voucher participant reviewed?
So Section 8 voucher participants' annual income is reviewed every year. They recertify. If there's ever a change in their income, either up or down, they should report that to the housing authority so that we can make adjustments in the portion of rent that they pay.
Okay. Seeing no other questions in the chat, thank you tonight for everyone who joined us. Thank you to our panel. And again, visit us on the website for more information. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.